EVOTVtime.
A lot of energy, but to me, she violates the first rule of politics, and that is in politics, you always make it about the voters and never about yourself. If you listen to her talk, it's a lot more about herself than it is the voters.
Good day, friends. My name is Evo, and I'll be your guide for the next few minutes on every video on this channel, highlighting current events, including interviews, podcast news, the media at large, and the ever-evolving human culture that we live in, working remotely from Arizona today, visiting my folks I mentioned last video. Sometimes there's random things I want you to know. Today it's short. I went for a jog yesterday. It's beautiful here. It's sunny and 80 degrees. So I go for a jog, trying to sweat out whatever I can. Terrible things in my body from my 20s, my 30s, probably my 40s, who knows. Anyway, so I finished the run, and this dude comes up behind me on his bike, kind of granola looking dude, dressed too warm. He goes, "Hey, how are you not cold?" And I'm like, "What the hell?" He goes, you must have good blood." And I'm like, "Bro, it's 80 degrees. He goes, "I know." And he pedaled off. I only tell you that because he's crazy, obviously. I was like, "What the hell are you even talking about?" And my first thought, other than the fact that maybe he lived on planet Mars when he wasn't riding his bike, which would suggest that 80 degrees would be cold to him. Otherwise, my first thought, and this is actually really dark, that's why I share it, it's kind of funny. I'm like, that dude definitely is a Kamala voter. No. And that is a terrible frame of mind for me to be in. The sacrifices that I make for you guys making these videos make me think things like that. Although I'd be willing to bet you a fancy lunch that I am right. Otherwise, we got a few things to get into today. I'm calling this episode The Crockett. Let's break this down. I'm very excited as part of this episode that I got to see Jake Tapper on CNN use the word y'all like 6 times in a few sentences. Check it out.
I'll ask you about a quote that you've made that has some Democrats worried about your ability to win statewide. In a December 2024 Vanity Fair profile, you talked about, quote, and I'm going to read a lot of the quote just to put it in the context, quote, "All the complexities within the Latino community. The immigration thing has always been something that has perplexed me about this community. It's basically like, I fought to get here, but I left y'all where I left y'all, and I want no more y'all to come here. If I wanted to be with y'all, I would stay with y'all, but I don't want y'all coming to my new home." It almost reminds me of what people would talk about when they would talk about kind of like slave mentality and the hate that some slaves would have for themselves. It's almost like a slave mentality that they have. Now, about the time that was published last year, around 1 million Latino voters in Texas were voting for Trump. Do they all have slave mentality?
No, and that's not what that said at all, to be clear. It did not say that every Latino has that type of mentality.
No, but the ones that vote for people who believe in strong or Trump's immigration policies.
So I don't believe that the people that voted for Trump believe in what they're actually getting.
Credit to Jake Tapper there for actually asking her a real question, but I love her answer, which is the classic "I'm an idiot" non-answer. It's like, no, that's not what I said. What I said was that Latinos are dumb, so they don't even know what they're voting for. Not that there are legal Latinos who immigrated by doing the right thing, following the right processes, who may have also voted for Trump. Not that. This woman is running for senator in the state of Texas. The same woman who referred to Governor Abbott as Hot Wheels. He's handicapped, if you didn't know that. Moving on, top 10. No question about it, dumbest things I've ever seen. No, top 10 for 2025 for sure is right here as she just touches on crimes and criminality. Check this out.
I understood what was kind of pushing them there. And so I do want people to know that just because someone has committed a crime, it doesn't make them a criminal. That is completely different. Being a criminal is more so about your mindset. Committing a crime can come for a lot of different reasons.
It's like, yeah, this is interesting. This is very interesting. Like, the word crime isn't in the word criminal, and we're all in this mindset that if you are in this mindset, then no crimes are being committed. For example, these gentlemen right here, this lively group of young men, they are not committing crimes here because it's like it's a mindset. So then if we're able to change our mindsets to It actually looks pretty chaotic, to be honest, but as long as we're in the right mindset, it's not a crime. You know, they're not criminals. Like if I light the Whole Foods on fire across the street over there, it's really just not, it's a mindset. So if you guys understand that, you would obviously vote for me for United States Senate. I hope that translates well for you. Okay, moving on. This is also one of my Crockett favorites.
Just this past week, I saw, I don't remember which celebrity, but it was actually a celebrity, and I was like, I don't know that that's not necessarily a bad idea, but I'd have to think through it a lot. One of the things that they propose is black folk not have to pay taxes for a certain amount of time, because then again, that puts money back in your pocket.
I would love to know what celebrity said that. And that's great that it'll put money back into people's pockets. However, Jasmine, bebe, according to most data out there, 50 to 60% of black households already pay 0 federal income tax. So maybe we could come up with another idea to put money in everyone's pockets. I don't know. Moving on.
I don't think that honestly policy is what we need to be fighting about. Because guess what? Can't nobody tell you what Donald Trump's policies were at all. Like you ask them, like, what policies? I don't know, but he's going to bring down the cost of eggs. But last time I checked, that didn't happen, right? Mm-hmm. This is all about white supremacy. Even their anti-trans kids bill, that's a white supremacist deal.
Can't nobody tell me that Trump wanted, I don't know, things like tax cut, deregulation, America First trade policies, closing the border. And last I checked, the cost of eggs, baby, are back to normal. And gasoline is also like $3 or less a gallon, which is good. So baby, you are an idiot. And if you vote for that shit, so are you. That's pretty much what I got for you guys on this one. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like for me, even subscribe if it feels right. And if you need a little more Evo TV time in your life for whatever reason, you can click this video right here. And I'll see you guys real soon.